Yo, welcome back to the video. Today we're going to show you how to build a flower box. I know, Merry Christmas. This is my present to my mom. I know my dad and I built the chicken coop for her this summer. I know we're going to attach this to the outside of it. I know, follow along step by step if you're trying to do that for your chicken coop, or just make it for a windowsill. This is going to be a nice decorative box where you're going to be able to put the plastic insert right inside there. But follow along, we'll teach you how to do it step by step. Let's get into the video. To start off this build, we're going to take a 2x4, we're going to take it over to our table saw, we're going to rip it down to about 1.5 inches. By doing so, that's going to allow us to make our skeleton for that flower box, but let's get right into those cuts now. Alright, after ripping down the 2x4, we're going to have to cut everything down to the correct length. I know I'm going to need to make a total of 4 cuts to 39 inches. That's going to be probably the length there. Obviously then the width's going to be 9 inches, and then the height's going to be about 7.5 inches. But first things first, let's cut down the length to 39 inches. Before we cut the height pieces, I know if we do 7.5, that's going to throw all the dimensions off. So what we're going to need to do is measure here the widths of these 2 pieces here. I know when we get the tape measure out, it shows it's about 3 inches. So with that being said, I know we want a total of 7.5 inches for the height. We'll rip those pieces down to 4.5 inches. So let me get those 4 pieces ripped down, and we'll show you how to do the width next. All right, so now that we got the height pieces and the length cut, we just got to cut down the width. To be able to cut the width pieces down, we're going to come down to 6 inches. By doing so, it's going to give us 9 inches for our pieces that we need. So let's get right into it. After making all the cuts, this is what the layout's going to look like. You've got your 39-inch pieces, you've got your 4.5 inches, and then you also have your 6-inch pieces there. So obviously here's going to be how we frame out the front side, and that's how you're going to frame out the back, and then obviously you're going to connect the 6 inches in the corners, and then that's going to be your skeleton frame there. Alright, so I'm not going to show you all the pocket holes. I'm just going to show you the setup for my Craig jig here. You just take the clamp, you got the Craig jig there, attach it to your piece that you're trying to pocket hole. You're going to take your drill. It comes with a special bit, and you're just going to enter it right into that hole, and it's going to make your pocket hole there. There's definitely more expensive setups, which is a lot nicer, makes it a little bit easier to do, but cost savings wise, I'm just using this one for now. It takes a little bit more time, but let me get into drilling all the holes, and then I'll show you attaching all the pieces together. Now that we've got all the pieces pocket holed over here, the next step we're going to do is take the screws. Craig actually makes the screws here. Really, this is what they look like. It's probably hard to see on camera, but you just insert them right down into that hole there. And then they come with a special bit here. As you can see, you'll just insert right into that end of that screw. Now that the front face frame and the back face frame is all put together, we just have to connect the side pieces. So it's going to be the same thing. We're just going to take the 6-inch pieces, pocket hole, and then they'll connect on the sides and everything will be nice and square. And then after that, we'll get to making this thing look nice and pretty, as some people would say. Now that we've got everything framed out on the skeleton of the flower box with everything pocket hole together, we're going to take this acre board that it's sitting on, and we're going to cut it to the width and length and height and all that, and we're going to cover that all the way on the sides. So we're going to rip this down on the table saw here in a moment, and then also chop it down on the miter saw. So one thing I almost forgot to do before putting on the acre board was making the slats for the insert for the flower box. I know this is just going to be, decorative. It's going to be cased all around, but you're going to have like a plastic insert, which obviously you're going to need the drainage holes. Obviously we left those gaps there, but if we didn't put these inserts in there, there would have been nothing holding it up. So just make sure if you're following along making this, you just measure from side to side, which if you're following the plans along, should be about 6 inches. And I went ahead, just pre-drilled the holes here, and then just shot the 3-inch screws on in. And then when the flower box insert gets filled with all the dirt, and the soil and everything, this is going to be nice, sturdy, and it's not going to collapse or anything like that. But let's get the acre board on here, and then we'll go from there. Now that we got the sides cut down on the flower box, it measured out to about 9 7/16. I'm going to take 2-inch deck screws. Really, any screws that's going to last the outdoors should be fine. I'm just going to punch them in each corner. Take a look at how sturdy it is. Obviously, you clamp it down, it's going to hold your piece nice and tight. But by doing that, it should be enough thickness or enough strength to hold it down. And then when we come in with the trim, the 1-inch trim strips on the top with the nail gun, obviously they'll shoot through everything. That should give everything connected, nice durability, and keep everything nice and strong. But let me get into shooting these screws real quick. Just make sure you pre-drill so you prevent any type of blowout. To attach the face of the box, what we're going to need to do is line up those screws right in the corners to shoot them right down so you get all that meat of that board, since they are 2-inch screws. By doing so, we're just going to keep them knit down near the edges, again, because once that trim comes through, it's going to cover that up, so you're not going to have any issues. But enough of me yapping, let's shoot these corners. Taking a look here with the 2-inch screws, you're probably best to buy 1.5 inches, but if you're on a budget, the 2-inch screws is going to work. You're just going to have to make sure you don't drill all the way through that board. So we're probably going to install 4, just kind of like how the inserts are down there, just on like each spot, and that's just going to give it some durability, because right now so flimsy. We definitely want to make sure it's holding nice and tight. So let me get that attached. Let me attach the other side and show you what the box is looking like so far. Now that we got everything, finally getting the acre board all the way around on the flower box, all the ends are good. What we're going to end up doing is taking this trim piece here, we're going to be ripping them down to 1-inch strips, and that's going to allow everything to go cover all these screws up here, same thing down below, and then we're going to probably do some cross hatches across. What we need to do first is complete the sides because we want, you know, the face to look nice and pretty. So we're going to accomplish the sides first. Nice thing is the back side, you don't have to worry about it because that's going to go up against the chicken coop. So you don't have to worry about trimming that out at all. So we're just going to do the trim here, here, down, obviously down there, down over here. But enough of me talking about it. Let's get into actually assembling everything together. All right, the next thing to do is to attach your strips, which I ended up going with 1.5 inches instead of 1. So if you are following along, I know I just said 1 inch earlier. But by doing 1.5 inches, we're going to take our nail gun. We've got 2-inch nails in here, measuring through on the bottom. It's about 3 inches. So there's going to be plenty of room for these to go through without having any issues of it puncturing through on the bottom side. But we're just going to shoot a few in. Now that all the trim pieces are nailed down, you can really tell this flower box is just popping. You can put it on the side of a garden bed or hang it up on the garage, anything like that. So we'll get everything, you know, caulked out. We'll get everything painted. It's going to be an outdoor white paint, since I'll match the chicken coop, you know, help withstand the elements. And then you'll just be able to insert the plastic planter box inside. And it's going to make everything look good. But as John Malecki says, let us spray. All right, so just want to give you an update. You know, did the first round of painting. You can see we brushed everything on. The white's starting to look good here. We're doing it inside the house for the sole reason instead of the garage. With it being Ohio's winter, it's probably less than 20 degrees outside right now. By doing it inside here, everything will dry correct. Shouldn't have to worry about any drying issues. But we'll give it a little bit of time, let it dry, come back, hit it with one more coat, and then it should be all finished up, and then we'll do the final B-roll on that.